The second mini lesson, you would create an anchor chart to explain the skill. An anchor chart is a poster that is created for a targeted grammar skill. So you would make an anchor chart for every single grammar skill you're teaching. So in my case with proper nouns, I would make an anchor chart just for proper nouns. And the anchor chart should include terms, definitions, rules, and the focus phrase for the skill, as well as examples where the grammar skill is applied in written sentences. So why use anchor charts? Well, research says that anchor charts enhance students' comprehension and retention of grammar skills, especially when they're co-created with your students. Also, they serve as visual reminders to your students that they can refer to continuously until they're retained and owned. Here are the steps for this Day 2 mini lesson. First, collaborate with your students as you create an anchor chart that includes defined terms, rules, focus phrase, and example sentences for the targeted grammar skill. And then step 2, with your students watching, post the anchor chart in the classroom. Encourage your students to refer to it as they write. So let me model how you would implement this mini lesson. I created a skeleton of the anchor charts to save time with my students, but you could definitely start from scratch with your students as well. So I would just go over everything I included. So I would first say, okay, this week we are learning about proper nouns, and then talk about the definition of that skill. Yeah, proper nouns name people and places, specific names of people and places, and they always begin with a capital letter. So who can think of a specific name of a person? Good, Mrs. Smith. Remember, we need a capital to show that it's a specific name, and I have my period because it's an abbreviation. Can someone think of another one? Yeah, Julia, capital J. Okay, Dr. Brown. Doctor, I can abbreviate and do a period there. Dr. Brown. Good. Who can think of a name of a place? How about a name of a restaurant that you like? Wendy's. Great. Remember, that's a name of a specific restaurant. You need a capital. Can anyone think of a name of a city? Yes, Orlando. Remember that capital again because it's a specific name. Can anyone think of a name of a specific state? Yes, Arizona. Very good. And then you would fill out that chart. And then you'd review your focus phrase here. I use capitals for names of people and places. All right, great. Let's write some example sentences together as a class to show how we can use capitals for names of people and places in our writing. Okay, who can think of a sentence here? Great, Julia has a burger at Wendy's. Very good. And you included two proper nouns there, Julia and Wendy's. And then remember to end your sentence with a period. Okay, so you can see how this would be a visual reminder now for your students. If they are writing and you want to remind them to use proper nouns, they can refer to this anchor chart and see how authors use proper nouns in their writing.